Yo, what's going on, man? What it do? What it do? What's going on out there in YouTube land? What the deal is, man? Yes, sir. We are here. We are back doing another live stream today. You know what I'm saying? And what we're going to be experimenting with is basically working in Ableton Live 12 with the similar sounds feature. If you're, you know what I'm saying, reading up on Ableton 12 or Ableton Live 12 or getting whiff of it, checking it out here and there and here, you will notice that the version 12 has a lot to offer in it. And one feature that I really like in here is the browser section. The browser section is awesome because I got a lot of stuff installed, stuff like that. The browser section is really awesome. It allows you to filter out certain things, whether it's, you know, saying sounds or, you know, saying plugins, loops. You can categorize your stuff. It's really awesome. If you want to get a full whiff of it, I highly recommend going to the Ableton Live YouTube channel and really checking it out. But we're going to kind of go over one particular feature tonight, and that is the sounds similar feature. This particular feature, if you're a beat maker and stuff like that, will allow you to find sounds quicker or find sounds relative to what you're looking for and stuff like that, instead of spending 10-15 minutes looking for sounds and trying to remember locations of where your stuff is. And if you're a person like me that have a lot of sounds collected on your hard drive, this feature is going to be clutch, man. So we're going to talk about it, look over it and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying, just check it out and check out some other stuff. And well, I ain't gonna say other stuff, we're just gonna stay on topic of what the video is, and that's the sounds similar feature in Ableton 12 and everything like that, man. Really good feature. I can't say much about it and stuff like that, man. So let's go ahead and get into Ableton 12 right now. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and pause this music. The music you heard in the background, I got a new project coming out March 29th, you know what I'm saying, instrumental project. It's called Sound Clarity. And yeah, man, I haven't started promoting it just yet. I'm just waiting on the right time, but that's the project right there, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be giving that information out here pretty soon, start promoting it and everything like that. But let's stay on topic for tonight. Sounds similar feature. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so if you have, let's start with the drums, you know what I'm saying, something real easy to talk about. Let's say, for instance, you know what I'm saying, we all have, you know what I'm saying, did this situation where, you know, we'll find a drum kit. So let's go to a drum kit, right? So let's see here. Let's find a drum kit. Find a drum kit. Find a drum kit. Find a drum kit. All right, so I'm just gonna choose this random ass drum kit, right? Here we go. We got some one shots, and you did this right here with the up and down arrow. All right, and as soon as you know how you hit the arrow key up and down, you're searching through sounds. Oh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that. And after a while, when you go through different kits, you tend to lose tendency of, oh, damn, I forgot what that kick was, or I need something similar to this kick right here, or this snare, or I'm trying to find like this 808, or this open hat. You know what I'm saying? You want similar sounds to those. Well, Ableton Live has actually made that happen. All right. And it's really cool. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is you can do it two different ways. All right. And you could go in the browser window, kind of like what we're doing right now, as far as, you know what I'm saying, using the arrow up and down key on your keyboard to look for sounds, right? But I want you guys to notice right here where my mouse cursor is there's a little circle every time we hit the arrow up and down key and we go to open hi-hat, for example, or snare, or kick, or love kick, you know what I'm saying? And when we go to these, you notice that this little circle over here is present on all the different one shots. Well, that is there for a reason, and it is the topic of discussion for tonight. It is the sounds similar feature button, I like to call it. When you click on this particular button, it can find samples under 60 seconds and give you something similar to this one rim shot, just like that. So you don't believe me? Well, I'm about to hit this little button and it's going to populate a list of all the similar sounds it can find in my drum folder. Okay. All right. So here I go. Click this. So pay attention to the left side of the screen, which is the browser window, and bam, there you go. It should have a lot of different rim shots, snares, claps, whatever fits similar to that one particular rim shot. Now, the rim shot is pretty good, but I can't tell you how Ableton Live program this to say, okay, these sounds are going to sound like this or whatever. It could be many of things as far as pitch, the pitch of the sample. It could be the harmonics of the sample. It could be, the key or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever artificial intelligence did, it does. So this is our list it generated. Let's see how many samples it's got. So this is the top of the list. We're just going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. That's all of the similar, quote unquote, similar sounds. That's a lot of goddamn one shots, right? Doesn't it make your life hard if you want to find something like this? So when you hit that one shot, that's the original, right? So check this out. So if you're a person that's looking for rim shots similar to this, so let's say you like that one. Cool. Not a problem. You pick it, you drag it down here, you got your rim shot. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, wrong one. My bad. Wrong track. There we go. You know what I'm saying? We got our rim shot. We're ready to go rock and roll. You feel me? All right, cool. So we got our rim shot, right? There's another way you could do it. So I hope you kind of figure that out or whatnot. And side note, you know what I'm saying? If you can see here on the screen, this is our original, or what they like to call a reference sound. You see these little, kind of like these little bars right here. This is kind of like how close the sound is to the reference sound. So you can see this one is very far off. This one sounds more like this one than this one. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I didn't write the code for this software, so I don't know what's going on the behind scenes of this or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a ranking. So if you want to hear the least, you know what I'm saying, sounding rim shot from the original, that will be it right there. I mean, they all rim shots, how hard you can get. So that kind of brings the question of, if you could do this with one shots, can you do this with samples? Yes, you can, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. I'm gonna show you another way you can find these sounds without having to utilize the browser window. There's another way you could do this or whatnot. So we do have our rim shot here. All right, cool deal. Now we're gonna go ahead and clear out this list, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my drum folder, and we're gonna choose this snare right here. So let's say I like that snare, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag this snare down to this drum pad. All right, that's my drum pad right there. All right, real easy. If you know about drum rack and the drum pads are simply a simpler instrument. All right, it's just basically a Ableton simpler instrument in these little drum cells. All right, now instead of sitting here and going here and hitting this button and let it populate a list, if you're working on the fly and let's say you got, a rhythm going like, All right, you got that going on, right? So let's just draw up a pattern real quick. All right, let's run that back. Hopefully I'm on beat. All right, and let's go ahead and quantize that real quick for you guys. Now let's say, all right, that was a little off on that one right there. So let's just shorten that up a little bit. All right, so let's just say this particular snare drum, you don't like it, right? You can, while it's playing, you go ahead and change out the sound. What you would need to do is right click on that drum cell. When you right click on that drum cell or that drum pad, you will see this menu that says rename, delete, save as default pad. But then the next one is the key is next similar. All right. So next similar will allow you to change the sound or find similar sounds related to this snare drum. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit next similar, or if you don't like doing the left click, the keyboard shortcut is control right arrow. Again, control right arrow. So hold control down, hit your right arrow on your key, and you'll be able to go to the next similar sound. Or you could just click next similar sound right here. Again, let's go over that again. Right click on the drum pad, go here to next similar, click it, and it generated you a new snare. Does that sound the same? No, it doesn't. If you want to go back to the original snare one shot, control down. Okay, control arrow down. So I'm gonna go back. This is where we at. I don't like that. Let me go back to the original. Control arrow down. That's where we at. If you want to change it, control arrow right. So as I'm holding down control and hitting the right arrow on the keyboard, I'm just scrolling through the similar snares. I actually kind of like that one. You feel me? Now let's say I don't like that snare drum. So when I hit it on my MIDI keyboard, it's already highlighted. You have to highlight the drum pad in order to do the next similar on the fly. All right. So I highlighted that drum pad by pressing on my keyboard or my controller. I'm going to hold down control, right arrow. Uh-oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me take that back 1, 2, and go here. There we go. Now this is playing and I'm holding down control arrow. Now I like that right there. Let's say I like that. Cool, not a problem. Let's go to a kick. You know what I'm saying? You got this kick right here. You like that kick? Oh, damn, that kick banging. You know what I'm saying? So let's hit that play. Drag this kick down. And record that in there. Now let's say I don't like that kick. Control right arrow. I'm sorry, control right arrow. We change the kicks. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one right there. It's totally different. Kind of gives it a Afrobeat vibe, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So you like that one, right? Now let's say, for instance, okay, cool. I like what we got right there and everything, you know what I'm saying? And you go and you want to add some hi-hats to what you got going on. So you choose your hi-hats and everything like that. So let's just Let's add a little hi-hat pattern. And we're just throwing something together real quick. All right, so we got our little hi-hat pattern here. And of course, we're going to quantize that. And all right, cool. So you got your hi-hat pattern. Now, let's talk about samples. All right. Now, you remember, you can add samples to simpler device, right? All right. And so what we're going to do is just go and add a simpler device right here on this empty MIDI track here. And we're going to go to our samples folder. Now, you may not have a samples folder. You may do something totally different and whatnot. And let's go ahead and look for something Afrocentric, just to kind of like keep the vibes going and everything like that. All right. Let's see what we can find here. Let's see here. Now I'm trying to find something that's going to be melodic, and that can go with this particular rhythm. So this all can make sense, what I'm saying, what we're doing. So let's see here. All right, and we may find something here. Let's see here. Just trying to find, we found in percussion loops more than anything. I guess we could use I guess we could use this. I'm just gonna throw this percussion loop in here, and see what we could do here. All right. And then we're gonna slow that tempo down. Now we got it at 89 BPM. All right, and let's go back and put this at 89. All right, and now we should be able to. Oh crap! I think I messed up here. Let me type in the right stuff here. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so let's see what we can find melody wise. All right, if we can find something. Shit. That should be good. Speeding up the tempo so it could be with this particular loop. So we could use that for example. All right. So we got our simpler, right? Okay. Now that we have our simpler, what we're gonna do is just drag this particular loop down here into the simpler, and I'm gonna put it in one shot mode. Now, what I found to work with this is that this will be in trigger mode in one shot mode. So basically, in one shot playback mode, the trigger gate mode will be automatically in trigger. And so when you do that, what you're doing is basically when you hit the middle C, every time you hit the middle C, it's going to start from the beginning. All right. So you see what I'm saying? So you have to kind of put it on gate. That way, when you hold it down, and you let go, it'll stop. You know what I'm saying? So when we hit play, you feel me? So you got that right. So let's say, for instance, we're gonna go ahead and draw up something with this particular loop. All right. So but what I want to do is actually slice this bad boy up, man. So let's do this. I don't have the push on me, so I'm gonna have to do this the old school way. So let's let's go ahead and add this slice in here. I forgot how to do it the old school way. Let's see here. God dang, I may have to do it by beat. Let's do it by, let's do manual. That's right. So let's see here. Why is our one of our that's weird. So when we do region, it's playing. Do I have it on the right one? Crap. Let's zoom out. Let's see where we at. Oh, okay, that's why. I was zoomed out. My bad. Let's do manual again. And we're gonna go ahead and make our first slice here. All right. And what we're gonna do is just bring that back. And we gotta find where we at on this damn keyboard. There we go. So, all right, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead. Right there, that'll be our second one. And this will be our third one. And let's zoom in and get that right there. All right, cool. So we got 3 slices. So let's just record that real quick so this all can make sense. All right, cool. So let's say we got that right, you know what I'm saying? But you kind of want to change it up, you know what I'm saying? You want to, I like that loop. It could be something different, right? So what we did on the drum one shot, as far as trying to find the similar sounds and everything like that, basically what you could do is the same thing in here. You see how we're clicking inside the waveform display in the simpler? Guess what? If you right click in here, you'll see something that says next similar at the bottom. It is exactly the same thing. So if we click next similar, let's see what kind of, loop that we get. All right. So I'm gonna take it out of let me take it out of slice mode and put it in one shot mode. And let me see what we got here. And I'm gonna put it on complex. It's taking that what we recorded there. So be mindful, whatever you record is gonna, get flip flop around. So yeah, that sounds different than one that we had before. Now let's say you want to revert back to the original one. Remember the keyboard shortcut. You can right click in the waveform. You can return to reference. The reference is going to be the original loop that you had, or the original one shot, or the original sound, loop, sample, whatever the hell you was using. Return this reference, or keyboard shortcut, hold down control and down arrow on your keyboard. All right. So in this case, we're going to go back to the original one so I could check it out. All right. So we're going to do that in there. Alrighty. Return to reference. So let's hit play. All right, so you jam it like that, but then you want a different feel, so you hit next similar. If I can click on it. Now that's a totally different feel, right? But what it did was found another sample in the same key, in the same BPM. So let's do next similar again. Next similar. And I'm gonna make sure that I change my warp mode in the simpler to complex. All right. So for all you guys that love to use loops, this is definitely clutch. All right. So you didn't stop the beat. You know what I'm saying? You click next similar again. You're gonna try to find something else. I don't like that one. So your next similar. Now, if you really want to go island with it, that'll be something. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you like that, you know what I'm saying? That would be it, you know? And you'll just go ahead and do your record thing and bada bing, bada boom. You feel me? All right. So now we're just going to record that. You feel me? And there it is right there. All right, cool. So now you have basically your beat done, you know what I'm saying? And you really didn't go and you didn't search for all of that, you know what I'm saying? If we was looking for the perfect sounds to be in this cohesiveness right here, you know what I'm saying? It probably could have took us a little bit longer, maybe 10, 15 minutes longer. But with this sound similar feature, it's really, really dope, man. If you're a mouse click person, all you have to do, again, if you're working in the drum rack, go hover your mouse over the drum pad, right click, look at the bottom of the menu, you will see next similar. Or you could utilize the keyboard shortcut, hold down control, right arrow. If you're utilizing the simpler by itself on a track, go ahead and take your mouse, click anywhere in the waveform display, right click, pull up the menu at the bottom, next similar, or holding down control, right arrow. And to return back to the original sample, if you go far in the rabbit hole and you need to go back to your original sample, you can either hold down control and arrow key down or return to reference. So we have this going on. Now check this out. So I went back to the reference and now I'm gonna go to the next similar. Next similar. This one. And you're back to where you at and stuff like that, man. So that is pretty cool right there, man. I'm loving the similar feng shui of this and whatnot, man. This is really, really cool. Now I want to see what would happen if you were to do this particular function in the arrangement window. All right. And let's talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Because if you could do it, all of this, you know what I'm saying, in the rack view, I'm quite sure in the arrangement view, there is some type of way you can go ahead and, let's say, for instance, if you're putting your beat together linear, and you're dragging your samples, you know what I'm saying, in the arrangement view, you know, there's got to be a way where you can actually, you know what I'm saying, somehow, some way, you know what I'm saying, utilize the sounds familiar, or the sound similar function or whatnot. All right, cool deal. So, what we're going to do now is, test that out real quick and, we'll call it a night. All right. So, let's go in here. Let's just choose something here. All right, let's hit that. So we're gonna put this top drum on top of here to really give it a kind of like. All right, so let's go ahead and track that out, what we got so far. All right, I really want to do that real quick, and let's go ahead and trim that up. Let's go ahead and record this into the arrangement view. Here we go. And just gonna do 4 bars. All right, there we go. And we're gonna trim that off right there. Hit delete. All right, and let's go to the arrangement view. Now we got our tracks there. Now this is our top drum that we had here. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all wasn't even looking. All right, you ain't really missed too much of nothing. But this is what we recorded into the arrangement view. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put a loop on that. And let's drag this top drum here, which is 8 bars. So we just need to go ahead and duplicate what we got there. All right, cool deal. Now we have this right here. All right. So if I right click on here, I'm trying to see in the menu, can we do anything for swapping? And I don't see anything in here besides show in the Explorer, show in browser, consolidate, edit info text. Nah, nothing. All right. So let's hit play here. So now what I want to do is, let me see if I can find another. I like that bounce that it has, but let's see if we can find something along that. So remember, you know what I'm saying? You can always go and look at the similar files button right here, all the way to the right of your audio file that's highlighted. You click on that, and because we're not making any instruments with a sampler, we can just do the list right here. And so this is our original one. We got another one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can hop swap this out right here. So let's go here and we can swap that out and just drag that out right there. All right, I don't like that. Let's go here. So we can do all this on the fly. We don't have to stop the beat. So you can keep it going. So if that's jamming to you, go ahead and drag that in there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just keep this going. Now, let's say you wanted a bass sound, right? In the your samples and loops, right? So let's look for a log drum type sample in here. It's more of a piano type of sound. All right, let's see here. Let's see what key we're in real quick before I actually get started here. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to plugins here. All right, auto key 2. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the main track. All right, and just gonna go back, hit play. All right, so we are in C sharp minor. Yeah, C sharp minor. All right, so we need something C sharp minor. So we're gonna go back here and X out of that. All right, so in the browser, we're just gonna put C sharp, and we're gonna put log drum. All right, and once we type that in, we're gonna go back to our samples folder, and it's only one folder that may have something close to what we're asking for, and it's just really a one shot. All right, cool. Not a problem. Not a problem. All right. So, no, no worries. No worries. No worries. I do have a plugin for that. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and just pull up the log drum VST. If you haven't heard about this particular VST and you want to get into Piano, this particular VST is tight. So if you ever, you heard them TikTok songs and all that stuff. Yeah, that's basically. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is get ourselves in C sharp minor here. So how I find the key of whatever instrument I'm utilizing, I pull up a tuner plugin, something real simple like a guitar tuner here, and what I'll do is press on that key, and you can see I'm in the key of D. We need to be in C sharp, so I'm just gonna basically D flat is C sharp. Actually, yeah. So that's where we at right now. So D flat is C sharp, and we should be good. So now I'm just gonna add like a bass line to here. All right. You know what I'm saying? Something like that or whatnot. Actually, let's speed the tempo up a little bit. And let's take it up. Go ahead and record something here. Well, I kind of messed up that right there. So, and you can EQ this if you need to. All right, cool. So we kind of recorded that a little bit. And looks like we recorded it in the arrangement, in the session view here. So let's drag that over and fix our faults here. All right, boom, 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 right there. And let's go ahead and I'm still learning the quantize as of right now. It's a little bit weird, but we're kind of learning it right now. So right now we're gonna go ahead and transform it. So it's weird with the quantizing. Once you record what you want, you can hit transform. So when the transform is not lit up yellow, it's the original. It's the original play of the MIDI notes. But when you hit transform, you're basically quantizing it to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying, as far as your quantized grid. So if I want to do 16, unquantize it, that's the 16. So this is not quantized. Transform, it is quantized. And then you can draw back your amount. Before you had to make sure your amount is what you wanted, then you quantize. This works a little backwards, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around here. So I'm gonna throw it off just a little bit at about 60%. You see what I'm saying? So and that will be a beat that you will make on a piano, whatever you're trying to do or whatnot. But I just really kind of did this, you know what I'm saying, really to kind of show you guys what you can do with the sounds similar function or feature in Ableton Live. So Ableton Live 12. So let's go over this again. All right. And we're just speaking on the sound similar function or feature in Ableton Live's browser. All right. So let me go ahead and reset my browser. All right. So again, you would want to locate your particular sample folder that you have. Right. All right. And once you do that, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead. Let's say, for instance, you find your sample, and I'm going to pause this, and this is your sample. That's your sample. And you hit this little circle button right here, and it will automatically populate similar sounds to this particular sound. You just never know what you're going to find. You just never know what you're going to find. You just never know what you're going to find. So this is really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you have a big sound library, this could be your splice. And I download a lot of sounds. I'm a part of a producer club, and some of the perks of that producer club is getting, you know what I'm saying, different loop packs and everything like that. And so I have a pretty extensive amount of loops in my sounds library or my hard drive or whatnot. So I can have fun really going and finding intricate different sounds that it would take me probably years to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say years because I got that much, but you have to go through all these different folders and subfolders and whatnot to find this, when really Ableton Live has really made it easy to, you know what I'm saying, just find some random ass sound that you have on your hard drive or whatnot, man. So again, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be this little small button right next to your sound. And you could do that. And then the shorter version, if you're utilizing Simpler or the drum pad in Drum Rack, you can right click on the waveform view in the Simpler device, or the drum pad, right click on that drum pad and look at the bottom of the menu. When you right click, you'll see next similar. You click on that and it'll take you to the next closest sound to the original sound that you have. Or you can utilize the keyboard shortcuts, control, right arrow. Again, control, right arrow. All right. So that's what it is for tonight. Real short video. No one was really in the chat, you know what I'm saying, or no one was viewing, and that's all good. We just, you know what I'm saying, one less thing I gotta sit here and edit. Stuff like that, man. So you know what I'm saying, like I said, if you find this video useful for us trying to understand what the Ableton Live browser is doing and the sounds similar feature, if you haven't heard of it, hey, like this video, man, if you thought this was very useful, and also subscribe to the channel. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you take this feature and utilize it to the max at your ability of your productions, and stay creative in your due diligence. Stuff like that, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all always tuning in, showing support, commenting, asking questions, and everything like that, man. This is your boy Super Mario, man. Take advantage of the sound similar function in your browser. Again, it's right here. You know what I'm saying? Once you click on something, you know what I'm saying, once you click on the sound, it's gonna be this little small dark circle, and I need to put that right there. All right, yeah, when you click on the sound, it's gonna be this little small dark circle right over here and stuff like that. Use it, because you never know what you're gonna find next or 3 samples down. You feel me? So with that being said, man, y'all have a wonderful night. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. That one person, you missed it, man. You missed it. Go ahead and rewind it, man. Or when I stop it, you're gonna have to wait, because it's gonna take about 2-3 hours for it to process in the YouTube universe or whatnot. But we talked about sound similar function in Ableton 12. So make sure you go ahead and like the video, or you can go ahead and subscribe right now. And when it's made available, you have the video to your disposal and stuff like that, man. This has been your boy Super Mario, man. Y'all stay creative out there, man. Ableton Live 12. It's It's a beast, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They should have changed the GUI and made it more traditional DAW, but they stuck in their ways. I don't think they ever gonna change that. But keep the features coming, bro. Keep the features coming, man. Your boy Super Mario, man. We up out of here, man.